Hey YouTube, I'm back again. I'm going to show you today what I've picked up for the first half of April 2019. Mostly Blu-rays. There are a few DVDs and some VHS tapes. So we'll start off with the VHS tapes and get them out of the way. So this is probably one of the, if not my most recent buy, which was on Monday, and this is Lenny Henry, Alive and Loud Tour 1994. Came from Butley Hospice for 15 pence. Actually, it wasn't 15 pence, it was 25. It should have been 15 pence. And I kept trying to tell the woman behind the counter, because I bought this in a DVD, and she said, "Oh, they're 25 pence each." I said, "No, the tapes are 15 pence," and she put in 50 pence. And she said, "Oh, I bought a book as well, which was £1.50." She said, "Oh, it's £2." I said, "It's not, it's £1.90." She said, "Oh no, it's £2." In the end, I gave up trying to argue with her for 10p. I just give her the £2. So what should have been 15 pence was 25 pence. It was only 10p more. But yeah, Lenny Henry, I used to love back in the 80s and in the 90s, I suppose. You don't hear much from him these days other than Comic Relief and Children in Need, possibly, I'm not sure, but definitely Comic Relief he does each year. So yeah, I was chuffed to get that. These next bunch, actually we'll go with this one because I got this one on Monday as well. For 10p from a different Butley Hospice. In name only. I have no idea what this film is. I've never heard of it before, and I have no interest in it at all. I bought it for the case. It's a pretty decent condition rental VHS case for 10p. So I decided to grab it, and in fact, this particular store, charity shop, has had a lot of VHS recently, although they won't get them out. They have the normal shelf, which I think holds maybe 15 to 20 tapes, maybe, and then underneath that they had a couple of shoe boxes, or similar size to shoe boxes, of tapes in with maybe 8 to 10. But the woman had said that somebody had brought in like 10 or so boxes of tapes, and I said, "Oh, do you want to, or would you like to, or could you get them out so I can take a look?" And she said, "Oh no, we've got no space for them." She wouldn't let me go out the back and look through them. She said they'll just keep putting them out as the ones out sell. So the point being, they've got a lot of tapes in at the moment. So I'm going to have a look through what I've got and see if any, because I'm sure there's a few other rental ones I've got that have got bad cases, and just get them for the cases and swap them out. Anyway, this was the only rental one I had when I was in there on Monday. These I picked up last week, possibly, or even the week before, from the same spot. There was 10 pence each, but I had to grab them all. Halloween and Halloween 2, two movies set, even though they're all both on the same cassette. Yeah, I'm chuffed to have found that. But as well as that, they had Halloween 3. And Halloween 4. And Halloween 5. And finally, Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers. I can only assume this is Halloween 6, but I don't know that for sure. I'm not really familiar with the series after the first 3. These last couple, 4 and 5, and this I've never seen. So yeah, maybe clue me in. Is this Halloween 6 or is it 7 or 8, or I don't even know how many there are. But anyway, yeah. So I was chuffed to have grabbed them, 10p each, 50p for the lot. Bargain. So that was all the VHS tapes. Just a few DVDs. 25p, The Gladiator. Don't know anything about this, but for 25p I thought it was worth a look. From CEX, got a couple of DVDs, 50p each. Debt Collector, Billy Connolly. Again, I've never heard of this, but it's Billy Connolly. I had to give it a go. Another Snapper. Again, Dirty Harry in Magnum Force. I got one of these quite recently. Was it the Enforcer? I think it was the Enforcer. Again, with exactly the same, well, not exactly the same artwork, but sort of the border and the Clint Eastwood collection. So it's part of the same set, and obviously the same packaging. And then also for 50p, I got the first series of Arrested Development. I already own series 2, and that's it. I don't have any of the others, so at least I can get started on this and watch. I'm sure I've seen some episodes of this before. In fact, I know I have, but I don't know which ones, whether I'd watched them from the beginning or just saw odd ones on the TV. I can't remember. It was some time ago, but I do remember it being funny. Then DVDs, Blu-rays. I think pretty much everything here. Actually, we've got a couple that weren't from CEX. I was about to say everything here from CEX. This one I got off eBay. I think it was about a £5. Cat o' Nine Tails. This is another Arrow release. One of their white sleeve covers, or white sleeve collection, as I call them. The earlier releases all came with these sort of white borders, which I'm trying to get a full set of. I'm not sure how far off I am now. I did have them all on a spreadsheet in my old job on Microsoft Word, which I still have the file, but I don't have any way of accessing it on my own computer at the moment. So I can't for sure. I know when I see one that I don't have, because I've got them up on the shelf, the ones I have, and this one I didn't have, but I'm not 100% sure of what other titles are available. But I think maybe it's only 4 or 5 short to collect the set. So we've got a booklet. So yeah, I was really chuffed to grab that. Then when I was in HMV last week, I came across this Solo Star Wars Story, the 3D edition. It's only £7.49, so I was well happy with that. Right, CEX, no, still more. Music Magpie. Technically, I got these in March, but it was right at the end of March, and they didn't arrive until early April. And these are both from their 2 for £3 deal. And this one I'd not seen on there before. Didn't know anything about it, but it just sounded really, really intriguing. So I grabbed this, A Lonely Place to Die. And I got Toy Story 3, the double play. The slipcover I already had. Now I did have a copy of Toy Story 3, but mine was just the Blu Ray. So this has the same 2 Blu Ray discs. It just comes with the DVD as well. But also I've now got a copy with a slipcover. So I was chuffed about that. So they're £1.50 each. Right, now we're going on to CEX. Everything here I bought with vouchers. So all those Blu-rays that I showed towards the end of last month, it probably would have been including the steelbook that I got of a film that for the life of me I can't remember, and Shawshank Redemption. How did I forget the Shawshank Redemption? Anyway, there was that, and there was let me think, some other stuff that I traded in, and my memory's gone completely blank. And I also traded in a bunch of steelbooks that I'm still slowly going through. So pretty much everything here, I've still got some vouchers left. Everything here was bought with those vouchers. So we'll start with actually another DVD. This is the only DVD. It's a box set of the New Avengers. This is one of those shows that probably I shouldn't have been watching as young as I was watching it. I mean, there's nothing bad about it, apart from maybe for the 70s it might have been a little bit violent, but not really. I mean, it is rated 12, and I was definitely well under 12 when I was watching this on the telly. But yeah, it was kids programs aside, as probably an 8 or 9 year old, how old I was when I was watching this, it was my favourite program, and I can't tell you why at that age I loved this program so much, but I did, and even today I still do. Actually, I'm sure part of it was yeah, Joanna Lumley. By goodness, she was very cute back then. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, this is a great program, and even the old Avengers from the 60s, did that run into the 70s? I'm sure it must have done. That's pretty good as well, but this more so. I really do like that. And I had to grab this one. It's only £2.50, Battlestar Galactica. I do intend on getting this whole set on Blu Ray. I currently already have this set on HD DVD, but as I'm going to get the rest on Blu Ray, I thought it's a good start. We've got yet another copy of The Fast and the Furious. I did get this a couple of months ago off Music Magpie, with, or maybe not with, but at a similar time I got Too Fast, Too Furious. It turns out the spines are numbered, and on both of them they are numbered, but they're two completely different sets, so when you actually have them on the shelf next to each other, they don't match, and that really messes with my OCD. And when I saw this, and it matches most of the other ones that I already have from the set, yeah, for a quid I grabbed it, and consequently there is another digital code. I don't know, like I've always said, it's second hand. I don't know if it's still valid, I don't know if it's been redeemed or not, but you're welcome to give it a go. Obviously first come first served. Like I always say, if it works or if it doesn't work, just leave a comment below to let me know, and it also lets everyone else know that it's been redeemed, or hasn't, as the case may be. This is another great movie, Hannah. Again, only a quid. This is one that I was looking at on Music Magpie quite recently, but then when I saw it for a quid in CEX with a slip cover, grabbed it. And they've done with many films over the last few years. They've made a TV series of this, which I've just started watching on Amazon, which is also pretty good. Next one is Big Game with Samuel L. Jackson. Got a great length slip cover, which didn't come with this. This was £2. I already own this slip cover, so yeah, I've put it on there. Some more 88 films, movies that I have owned in the past but I sold at one time to make some quick cash while I was out of work, so I'm happy to have got these back. I actually got these off the website because I couldn't find them anywhere locally. So I've got Graduation Day. This is the Slasher Classics collection. I believe this is yeah, volume 1. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Again, Slasher Classics Collection, Volume 6. This one, I believe, is out of print now. It's no longer available on 88 Films website. Blood-Sucking Pharaohs in Pittsburgh. And this is Volume 11. And this one, when I saw it, I thought, this is my least favourite Kevin Smith movie, at least of those that I've seen. I haven't seen either of his two most recent films, but of the View Askew universe movies, as he calls them, I saw this exactly one time. I want to say it was the third of his films that I saw, the first being Dogma, which to this day is still my favourite, and then Mallrats, which I enjoy, but not as much as Dogma. This one, I didn't enjoy it at all, or as I recall, I didn't enjoy it. But it's been well over a decade, probably the best part of 15 years, more, because it was before Jane Silent Bob came out. So it's probably 16, 17 years. Anyway, I thought it was about time I give it another go. I probably could have got it on DVD cheaper and watched it on DVD, but at some point I'm going to get the Blu Ray, because I still want to get all his films on Blu Ray. So I'll be watching that very soon, if I can put myself in the right mood. What else have we got? Oh, another one. Oh, okay, I'm finding more that, oh dear, anyway, let's carry on with the CEX. I've just found a whole bunch more that didn't come from CEX, but not to worry. Hotel Transylvania, 3D version. I've got the second one, so now I've got the first one. Lost, the complete 6th season. This is a limited edition from, I'm not sure where, but it comes with an extra disc. Maybe it's Amazon. I know they do that with Game of Thrones. They put an extra special features disc. Certainly for the last few series of Game of Thrones, so it may have come from Amazon. I really haven't done any research because I only got this at the weekend. Some 101 films. Stone Cold. Wall Street. I haven't seen this since the 80s, but I do remember enjoying it. Probably £1. This has been eluding me for probably a couple of years now. It's the first Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, the movie itself I've seen dozens of times, dozens and dozens of times, but I always see it like that, and more often than not it's a single disc edition or a Blu-ray and DVD edition, whereas the other films, I'll see at least the first 3 films I've got as a 2 Blu-ray edition with the slipcover. So I've been holding out for a long time to get this version. It was only £1.50, and for once the slipcover is pretty mint. So I was very, very happy to pick that one up. Where next? We'll do these last 3. I'm not going to go too deep into these because I've already in the last pickups video had a closer look at one of these. But these are the VHS collection from HMV. So I grabbed Back to the Future, which was only £6. Like all of these, they come with 2 discs, poster and art cards. Blues Brothers for £5, and also for £6 Jaws. So yeah, I'm really chuffed to grab those. So that brings me up to 4 of these now. I don't know how many there are, but there's been 2 sets of releases, I think, with maybe 10, either 10 or 12 in each. Although I do know Scarface was discontinued from the first set, or in fact recalled from the first set, because it was a typo on the film name. They'd spelt it wrong, but then they reissued it with the second release. So technically that one's been released twice. Then these last few, so we've got one from Poundland. Fast and Furious 5. Again, this matches the ones that I already own with the numbers on the spine. And this comes with a digital copy. And if you give me a sec, I'm going to try and get this open with my teeth, because I can't use two hands. There we go. So I've already got a digital copy for this. Oh no, it's not in there. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, that's Fast and Furious 5. Amazon. Actually, this didn't come from Amazon, it came from eBay in the end, but I had a track on this release on Camel for a price drop, and it went down to just under £3, and with postage that put it up to almost £5. This was for sale by Music Magpie, and for whatever reason they had it at 170 something postage instead of 126, 127 is the standard postage on Amazon for a Blu-ray. Anyway, this is the transport of the series, Series 1, an Australian release. And again, this is one that I've been looking to get for quite a while, but the price just hasn't been low enough. So I did a what's the word? A check. That's not the right word. On Camel, and they track the price on Amazon for you. And you say you want to buy one at £5, and they will send you a message to say that there's one available for that price or less. And this came up at £2.98, I think it was. And because it was Music Magpie, I again went on their website, wasn't there, went on eBay, and they were selling it on eBay, and they may still have one, because I know that at the time they had two in stock. Oh, this is a couple of weeks ago now. At the time they had two in stock at $4.24 on eBay, so yeah, I had to grab it. I remember having a lot of fun with this series when it first came out, probably, I don't know, 2011 or 2012, but yeah, it was a pretty good show. The second series wasn't as good, I don't think, but I enjoyed this. Then this last bunch, these came from Zoom, and they had a sale, and I think they still have the sale on now, although a lot of the titles have gone out of stock, and it's 2 3D movies for £8. So the first one I got, and it took a while to finally get this, Resident Evil, the final chapter. They originally sent me a 2D version of this, but instead of the 3D version, so I contacted them and they asked me to send it back, and they put this in the mail for me eventually. It took about a week longer than the others to get here, but finally it did, so I'm chuffed about that. Sadly no slipcover, so that's another one I'm going to have to look out for, because, well, the other two 3D movies, which ones are they? Afterlife and Retribution. Afterlife, the fifth one, doesn't come with a slipcover. It's one of those ones with the plastic inlays, so it's got it looks like a 3D cover, even though it's not lenticular, so that doesn't come with a slipcover. The Retribution does come with a slipcover, so I would have preferred to have this with than without, but I'm just glad to have the movie. But I will keep an eye out for the slipcover at some point. Then Passengers in 3D. I really enjoy this movie. I do own the 2D version, so I was awkward. I was definitely happy to upgrade. I got The Great Wall. I've never seen this, but I'm intrigued to check it out. And finally, The Walk with Lenticular. So yeah, that's it. That's everything I picked up over the last, a little over 2 weeks, but near enough 2 weeks. So for April, or the first half of April at least, 2019. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.